Good morning to everyone at today's public hearing of Panel A of the Prosecutor Vetting Commission. My name is Christopher Lehman. I'm chairperson of the panel, and I declare the session to be open. The Prosecutor Vetting Commission is established under Law Number 252 on the external. Do you want to use? Okay. On the external evaluation of judges and prosecutors. Law number 252 establishes that this commission will undertake an ethical and financial evaluation of prosecutors who are identified under Article 3, Paragraph 1 of that law as subjects of the evaluation. This three-member panel is constituted to conduct the evaluation pursuant to Article 15 of Law number 252. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the provisions of Article 16 of that law, as well as the Commission's rules of procedures for evaluations under Law 252. The subject of today's hearing is Liliana Partole, a prosecutor formerly in the Anti-Corruption Prosecutor's Office. Ms. Partole, welcome to the hearing today. I'm joined by my colleagues on this panel. To my left, Nadezhda Hryptievsky, and on my right, Herman van Hebel. The panel is also assisted by members of our secretariat. Portions of this hearing will be open to the public and members of the media. The hearing will be conducted with interpretation into both English and Romanian. And I would advise to allow for accurate interpretation. We should all speak slowly and clearly. The proceedings are being recorded. The recordings of the public portion of the hearing will be available online on the Commission's website within 3 days after the hearing. During the hearing, one or more members of the panel will ask questions to you. I ask that you answer those truthfully and completely. Your explanations are important to us in verifying your compliance with the criteria for financial and ethical integrity. In formulating our questions, we will take into account your privacy and, where required and possible, privacy of your family members and close persons. Please, at any time you want to put those on, please do. So we will leave out any unnecessary details related to ID numbers, bank account numbers, specific address of real estate, and the like. And for your own protection and privacy, we suggest that you do the same. You'll be given an opportunity also at the end of the hearing to make a closing statement to the panel. Let me start briefly by reviewing the evaluation process for Ms. Partole. The Commission initiated its evaluation process on the 24th of May, 2024, by notifying the subject by email and asking her to complete and return the ethics questionnaire and a financial declaration form as required under Law 252. The subject returned the completed questionnaire and declarations on the 7th of June, 2024. As part of the evaluation of the subject's ethical and financial integrity, the Commission also obtained information from many other sources. Those include the National Integrity Authority, the State Fiscal Service, the General Inspectorate of the Border Police, other public institutions, financial institutions, and open sources. The Commission assesses all of the information it obtains from these sources for relevance and reliability. The Commission also sent you 2 rounds of questions. Those were on the 2nd of January of this year, 2026, and the 24th of February, 2026. You responded to both of those. On May 11th of this year, we notified the subject of today's hearing and further advised the subject that this panel, after analysis of the accumulated information, did have certain doubts to discuss with you. Those doubts were detailed in an annex to the hearing notice that was sent to you on the 11th of May. On the 14th of May of 2026, the subject informed the panel that she agreed to participate in this hearing, but requested that portions of the hearing concerning deceased family members and other persons be conducted in closed session. On the 15th of May, the Commission agreed to the subject's request to conduct those portions of the hearing in a closed session, and will do so today. Ms. Partole, thank you again for appearing today. I will begin in the public session with a couple of short questions for you, and as I said before, ask you to respond in a complete and truthful manner. First, I just want to clarify, if you wish to make any additions or corrections to the information or answers that has been provided up until now, to the commission.
Deci, mulțumesc membrilor comisiei.
I want to thank the commissioners and documents and information that were provided. I stand by them up to this day. I have nothing to add. The information is reliable. Thank you.
Thank you. And then, second, I just want to clarify the answers that you gave to the ethics questionnaire and the financial declarations that were filed back on June 7th, 2024. Are those all still accurate as of today?
Da, informațiile sunt
Yes,
valabile și
the information is valid and declarations also.
At this point, we will be going into a closed session, so I'll ask anyone not involved with the commission to please excuse themselves at this point. Thank you. All right, we are back in public session in the evaluation hearing for Ms. Partole. Ms. Partole, at this point, I'd like to just ask you about another issue we raised in the notice of hearing, which was regarding non-declaration of a loan. Specifically, on November 27th, 2019, you contracted for a revolving credit of 40,000 lei from a bank, and this was done in your own name. You then obtained 38,000 lei in cash, which you gave to a third party. I'll just use her initials, TB. Is that correct?
Da, deci, mulțumesc.
Thank you.
În anul 2019,
In 2019, I used a service provided by Moldova, a growing bank. There was a revolving credit card.
You don't need to mention bank names or people's names. You can just use abbreviations.
Ok. Da, deci era un serviciu
So
care
it was
permitea,
a service allowing to use a specific amount, and that card referred to 40,000 lei. It was not by itself a loan. That was a card
un card care era cumva legat de cardul salarial,
connected to my salary card by the possibility to pay those amounts that I would have used. The card supposed to use the money by paying some services or withdrawing money if needed for a grace period of 2 months. And if the money was reimbursed during those 2 months, no commission would have been taken by the bank. Overdraft loan, was this the case? It was kind of more favorable card that was provided by the bank that would ensure the salaries for with the intermediate salaries for the prosecutor's office. I have not used that card for the situations, and except the money was on the account, they would not perceive any tax, no levy, no tax, if the money was used as appropriately according to the contract. In 2020, my friend TB, yes, she needed some funds. I explained to her the situation regarding that card, and she asked me to help her somehow. So I sent or gave her the card to use it and to top up the account to not have some subsequent financial issues. Later on, she told me she withdrew the money to buy her car. And the rate, the interest rate, and the some of the fees that were used to withdraw the money in cash from the account was fully covered by my friend.
So 38,000 lei is not an insignificant amount of money that you're effectively either giving or loaning to your friend. Who was she? What relationship was this person, TB, to you that you were willing to give her this substantial amount of cash.
Da, deci efectiv banii ăștia nu i-am împrumutat
That money
prietenii mele,
was
ori eu
not
nu îi aveam în
given or lent to
numerar.
my friend. I did not have
Am
the
făcut
money
un
in cash.
gest uman,
I tried to be kind of
fiindcă era
human,
cardul ăsta disponibil,
and I
să
had that card
utilizeze
available,
mijloacele
so
financiare,
I let
iar
her
mi s-a părut
use
mai
the
potrivit
funds.
pentru că
Why is
bănuiesc că au fost,
38,000? I
celelalte
suppose
2000
the
lei
other
au fost,
2,000 Moldovan
banii
lei
pe
was
care banca
used
i-a încasat în calitate de
by the
comisiuni
bank. The
pentru
bank took
extragerea
it
numerarului.
as the commission
So,
for the
but
withdrawal.
my question is, who is she? Is she a colleague, a
Yeah,
friend,
da.
a casual acquaintance? Who is this person that you gave this money to?
Prietena mea este, am cunoscut-o în anul
I met her in
2010,
2010-2011 as working with the court at that moment.
Cu ea am coabitat într-un
I
apartament. Chiar
lived with her in an
important
apartment.
de
We
trei ani
cohabited in in a room in an apartment when we
S-a
rented
stabilit
the
o relație
apartment.
de prietenie
We
foarte
established a
apropiată
very
și ca
close
consecință este
friendship,
nașa de
and
botezul fiicei mele.
in consequence, she is the godmother of my daughter.
Is she employed in the prosecutor's office or the judiciary or anything related to the judicial system?
La moment nu lucrează nici în
Currently,
procuratură,
she
nici în
is
sistemul
not
judiciar.
employed with
La acel
judiciary
timp, în
or
2011,
prosecutor's office.
când am
At that
cunoscut-o, a
moment in
activat
time,
în
she
instanța de judecată
was
în
working
calitate de
in
grefie.
the court as a clerk.
So you took this debt from the bank, but you never declared this to the NIA in your annual declarations in 2019 or 2020. Why not?
Da, deci banii nu i-am declarat.
The money was
ori,
not declared.
din analiza datelor
And given the analysis of the data you will see in the declaration from the NIA, you will see I declared the mortgage I have. I had no intention to conceal, but I just was confused. I thought I was next to declare the amounts due that were higher than 10 salaries. So I kind of perceived this revolving card, which did not get to the amount, the threshold that had to be declared by mistake.
And when did your friend TB repay this loan? Do you know at what point it was finally resolved?
Deci prietena mea
My
în
friend,
raport cu aceasta și banca noi am făcut o substituție.
oh, well, with the bank,
Să vorbim așa,
we
deci
kind
ea,
of made a
în momentul în
substitution.
care urma să
When
fie
she
echitatea
had
ratele,
to
sau
pay in the
îmi trimitea
installments, she
banii
would
numerar,
give me
uneori
the
îi
money in
echita
cash,
personal,
or she would
alteori
pay
îmi
them
făcea
personally, or
transfer,
some
ori
other
ea
times she
era-
would
deci
transfer the money to
instituția
me.
unde activa era deservită de o altă bancă,
Because
deci
the institution she
Doamna
worked
care
with
mă
was
desfăveam
covered by another bank than my
cumva
bank.
aveau loc
So the
mai
payments
facil prin achitare de
were
card de către mine.
mostly were easier to be paid by
ea
myself
achita
using the card.
dobânda,
So she would pay
iar
the
mijlocit
interest
scor
rate,
creditar
and
integral a
the
fost închis în
loan
noiembrie
itself was
2025.
covered fully in November 2025.
Not till 2025.
În noiembrie.
Okay. So at this point, I think we're finished with the questioning. I give you the opportunity to make any additional closing statement to the panel.
Da. Eu vă mulțumesc
Thank you.
pentru exercițiul
Thank you
realizat în
for
premier
the
pentru și pentru întreaga
exercise that is done for the first time in the Republic of Moldova and for the whole prosecutorial system. I would like to wish you good luck in conducting this whole procedure. I would like to wish good luck to my colleagues, and hopefully the outcomes will be positive for everyone. Thank you very much for your efforts and work. Thank you.
We thank you for your participation in the evaluation process and at the hearing today. The panel will now deliberate on the matter, and the hearing is closed. Thank you.
Vă mulțumesc.